Today's gospel reading is from Gospel of John, chapter 13, verses 16 to 20. The chapter 13 begins with Jesus washing the feet. And after washing the feet, Jesus tells them, "No servant is greater than his master." Just on one sentence, let us reflect today. What are the implications of it? No servant is greater than his master. First of all, Jesus wants to remind his disciples, because though they were with him for roughly about 3 years, they were still in the worldly thinking. They were thinking that Jesus will overthrow the Roman rulers and he will rule over the people of Israel, and in his kingdom they will become something like cabinet ministers, MPs, MLAs, Sarpanch, Panch, in our Indian terminology, of course. That was their thinking. And Jesus was very clear. Jesus has said he came to serve and not to be served. Jesus' leadership is one of servant leadership, which is quite opposite to the world's leadership. In the world, for example, let us say whether a young man or a young woman wants to join in Goa police force, if they have no much qualification, just maybe 12th standard, and if they are selected, what is the rank? Constable. Afterwards they get promotion, head constable. Then they get a promotion, assistant sub-inspector. One can become assistant sub-inspector if you are a graduate and if you appear for the exam, and if you pass, you can start from assistant sub-inspector. Then after a few years, promotion sub-inspector. And after a few years, inspector of police. And then promotion, deputy superintendent of police. But if you have cleared the IPS exam, directly you are posted as deputy superintendent of police. And then promotion, superintendent of police, SP. Assistant director of police, and DGP, Director General of Police. This is the ranks. In the army, if you want to serve army as an officer, is a tough. You have to qualify exams and also physical tests and medical tests. The first rank you get is lieutenant. You give exams and you qualify. After 2 to 3 years, you have been made captain. Once again you appear for exams and you qualify, you become major. Once again exams and you qualify, you become deputy, colonel. Once again you have to qualify. Because in army there is no promotion as such. You have to qualify at every rank. You become colonel. Once again you have to appear for exam, and then you become a brigadier. And once you reach the brigadier, then there are no more exams. Then all political appointments, the government decides as a major general, lieutenant general, and general of army. So this is the worldly promotion system. For Jesus, there is no promotion. Unfortunately, in the Catholic Church, this mentality has entered. Among religious priests and nuns, there is no promotion. And if anybody thinks they should get promotion, they should leave and go. For instance, among Jesuits and also for other religious, because I'm a Jesuit, I'm referring to Jesuit. The rector of Bon Jesus is now transferred. New rector will come. Will this rector will be promoted? No. He becomes ordinary Jesuit. A provincial, after his term of 6 years, becomes an ordinary Jesuit. You may be a parish priest, and once you are transferred, you may be assistant parish priest, not a parish priest. But among the diocesan clergy, deacon, assistant parish priest, then parish priest. Parish priest cannot become an assistant, it seems. Why? Then we quote canon law. See, it is said in the canon law. Who prepared the canon law? Priests themselves. And now you are quoting your own law. Change the canon law. Whether you are assistant parish priest or you are priest, liturgically your functions are the same. An assistant parish priest can hear confession, he can administer sacraments, he can offer mass. So what is the difference? Parish priest has administrative function which an assistant parish priest will not have. Then auxiliary bishop and bishop. What is the difference between auxiliary bishop and bishop? Both of them are bishops. As bishops, they have the same power. Only the bishop has more administrative power. So we must distinguish between the power as a priest or a bishop and an administrative power. Even the Pope is called Bishop of Rome. That way he is equal to all other bishops. But among the bishops, he has been chosen to lead the church and we call him Pope. So, whatever titles you have, these are titles meant for service. Now, for instance, in the church now, we have Eucharistic ministers. Lay people are chosen. Is it an honor? No. It is meant to serve, so they help the priest to distribute communion. There are ward leaders. Is it an honor to become a ward leader or to become a secretary of a parish? No. It is a function so that you can serve the community. And this is the mind of Jesus. But you know and I know where we stand. Promotion mentality. So always we think we are promoted. No. For Jesus, there is no promotion. There is only a humble service rendered to praise God and to serve the community. That all of us may enter into this thinking of Jesus. Let us ask Him to give us the grace so that we become servant leaders.